First down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Prescott now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 93 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out now come the Eagles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run again with Blunt. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking here for Smith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. On the counter, Elliott, and an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Second down, Prescott. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production at San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. And look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Anthony Hitchens leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Wins to throw on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Now Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll go to Blunt. Try and pound it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now a toss play to Blunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing now is Wentz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
On second down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
10 yards to go on third. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Wentz. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
A second down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down following the run. Throwing is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Prescott on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.